You said no to something. A request. An invitation. A demand.
And that should have been the end of it.
But then you started explaining. I can't make it because I have this thing, and also I've been really tired lately, and my schedule has been crazy, and I really wanted to come, but...
And the more you explained, the less confident you sounded. The more you needed their approval.
And somewhere in the middle of the explanation, you lost the boundary you were trying to set.
Because you gave them so much to work with, they found the one gap and pushed through it.
Oh, but if you're tired, you could just come for an hour. And now, you're going.
When you could have just said, I can't make it this time, but thank you.
Full stop. No explanation needed.
Today, we talk about why we over-explain, what it costs us, and the exact English phrases for saying less and meaning more.
Stay with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John.
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today.
This episode is for B1 to B2 learners, and for anyone who has ever found themselves giving a 5-minute explanation for a one-word answer.
Before we continue, please subscribe to Speak Unstoppable right now. One tap. New episodes every single day.
Subscribed? Good. How are you feeling today, Maria?
Honestly? Clear. Which is very fitting, because today is all about saying less and meaning more.
And I'm feeling a little called out, because I am a chronic over-explainer, professionally diagnosed by Maria.
I didn't diagnose you. I just observed. For years.
Same thing. Let's go.
Okay, here's the myth we're busting today.
What's the myth?
The myth that explaining yourself more makes you more respected.
Most people believe this. The more reasons you give, the more justified your decision sounds.
But the truth is actually the opposite.
The opposite?
The more you explain, the more you signal that you need the other person's permission to make your own decision.
Oh, that's uncomfortable to hear.
It is. But think about the people in your life who command the most respect. The ones who feel truly confident and grounded.
Do they over-explain?
Almost never. They say what they mean. Clearly, and they move on.
Without the paragraph of justification.
Without the apology. Before the apology. Without the I'm so sorry, but just before every boundary.
So the myth is more explanation equals more respect. And the truth is,
clear, concise, confident communication earns respect. Explanation often does the opposite.
Today we prove it. With examples, with phrases, with real situations from American daily life.
Maybe this happens to you too. You say no and then immediately feel the need to justify it for 5 minutes.
Let's be honest about where this comes from, because it's not random.
Over-explaining almost always comes from one place: fear.
Fear of what?
Fear of being judged. Fear of seeming selfish. Fear of conflict.
Fear that if we don't explain enough, the other person will think badly of us.
And so we give them more. More context. More reasons. More evidence that our decision is valid.
Valid, acceptable, justified, having a legitimate basis.
We're essentially putting our decision on trial and presenting the evidence for the defense.
But here's what we don't realize we're doing in that moment.
What?
We're implying that our decision needs a defense.
And if it needs a defense, it can be challenged.
And it will be. Because when you give people 5 reasons, they'll find the one that has a hole in it.
Oh, but reason number 3, that's actually not a problem. Because?
And suddenly, you're negotiating. When you didn't come to negotiate,
The irony is the less you explain, the less material you give someone to work with.
a short, clear answer is actually harder to challenge than a long, elaborate one.
Because there's nothing to grab onto.
And for English learners specifically, this habit of over-explaining is even more pronounced.
Why is that?
Because when you're not fully confident in your English, you compensate with more words.
You think if I explain more, they'll understand me better.
But often more words with less confidence creates less clarity, not more.
And today, we flip that. Fewer words, more confidence, more impact. Okay, let's talk about a specific form of over-explaining that's very common.
What is it?
The apology before the apology. The I'm so sorry, I don't mean to bother you, but before you've even said the actual thing.
Oh, I definitely do this.
Most people do, especially in professional American settings,
Why does it happen so much here?
because American culture values politeness, especially in workplaces. And people confuse over apologizing with being polite.
But they're not the same thing.
Not at all. Genuine politeness is warm and respectful. Over-apologizing is nervous and self-diminishing.
Self-diminishing, making yourself seem smaller, less significant than you are.
When you say sorry to bother you before every question at work, you're signaling that your question is a burden.
But it might not be. They might be completely happy to help.
You don't know. But you're pre-deciding for them and pre-deciding against yourself.
I used to do this constantly in my first job in the US. I'd walk up to my manager and say, "Sorry to interrupt. I know you're really busy. I just had a quick question. It's totally fine if you can't answer now."
How long did it take you to get to the actual question?
Genuinely, sometimes 30 seconds of apology before a 15-second question.
And what do you think your manager was thinking during those 30 seconds?
Honestly, probably just ask me the question.
Exactly. The apology wasn't making him more patient. It was making the interaction longer for both of you.
And it was making me seem less confident than I actually was.
What did you change?
I started just asking, "Hey, quick question about the report. Do you have 2 minutes?"
No apology. No sorry to bother. Just the actual request.
And nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad ever happens. That's the part over-explainers don't believe until they try it.
Okay, let's get specific. The workplace is where over-explaining shows up the most in American daily life.
And it has real consequences there on how people perceive your confidence, your leadership potential.
Let's compare. Over-explained version versus clean, confident version.
Situation 1, you need to leave work a bit early.
Over-explained version, "I'm so sorry. I know this is really bad timing, and I hate to ask, but I have this appointment that I actually scheduled 3 months ago, and I really tried to move it, but they didn't have any other slots, and I know we have a lot going on right now, so I completely understand if it's not possible."
John, I'm exhausted just listening to that.
Right? And now imagine hearing that as a manager. You're going to spend the next 5 minutes reassuring them it's fine instead of just saying, "Yes, no problem."
Clean, confident version, hey, I have an appointment at 4 today. I'll make sure everything is wrapped up before I leave. Is that okay?
That's it. 3 sentences. Same result. And the manager thinks this person is organized and considerate.
Very different impression.
Situation 2, you made a mistake at work.
Over-explained version, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened, I was really tired and I had so much going on, and I think maybe the information I was given was also a bit unclear, and I tried my best, but clearly it wasn't enough.
Everything in that version is working against you. The excuses, the shifting blame, the self-criticism.
Clean, confident version, I made an error on this. Here's what happened, and here's what I'm doing to fix it.
Own it. Explain only what's useful. Offer the solution.
Americans respect this enormously. Here's the problem. Here's my solution that's the language of competence.
And for English learners, this is a particularly important shift. Because in some cultures, elaborate apology is the sign of respect.
But in American professional culture, concise ownership is more respected than elaborate apology.
Different context. Different language norms.
Okay, now relationships. Because over-explaining in relationships, it's its own specific thing.
Different from work. More emotional.
Yes, in relationships, over-explaining often happens when we sense the other person is upset.
And we go into emergency mode. Justify, explain, apologize, justify more.
The explanation spiral. Each explanation leads to the next, until neither person remembers what the original issue was.
And the thing about explanation spirals, they rarely help.
Why not?
Because the other person isn't usually upset about the reason. They're upset about the feeling.
And no amount of explaining addresses the feeling.
Only acknowledgement addresses the feeling.
Acknowledgement recognizing and accepting someone's experience.
I hear that this upset you acknowledges the feeling.
But let me explain why I did it doesn't. Not right away.
And in English, there's a specific phrase that is incredibly useful here.
What is it?
I hear you. Just, I hear you.
2 words. That signal I'm listening. I understand you're upset. I'm not defending yet.
And then pause. Let them feel heard.
And then, if explanation is genuinely needed, offer it. Once. Clearly. Without spiral.
Not 12 reasons. One honest explanation.
And I hear you, it's so much more powerful than most people realize.
Maybe you know this feeling. You're in a difficult conversation and you can't stop explaining. It just keeps coming. And somehow things get worse, not better.
Okay, this is the section most people need most.
Setting limits. Saying no. Without the paragraph.
Because this is where over-explaining is most costly. And most common.
Let's go through real situations in American daily life. With clean, confident English for each.
Situation 1. Someone asks you to do something you don't want to do. At work.
Clean version that's not going to work for me right now. But let me know if there's another way I can help.
Notice no explanation of why it doesn't work. Just, it doesn't.
And let me know if there's another way it's warm. It's not cold or rude. Just clear.
Situation 2. A friend invites you somewhere you don't want to go.
Clean version, I'm going to sit this one out, but I hope you guys have a great time.
I'm going to sit this one out. American expression meaning I'll skip this particular one.
Warm. Friendly. No 5-paragraph explanation of why you're tired and your schedule is difficult.
They don't need to know why. They just need to know you're not coming.
Situation 3, someone asks your opinion on something you don't want to comment on.
Clean version, I'm going to stay out of this one. Not really my place.
Not my place, this means it's not appropriate for me to weigh in. It's not my situation to have an opinion on.
Incredibly useful phrase. Short, clear, respectful.
Situation 4, someone keeps pushing after you've already said no.
Clean version, I understand. My answer is still no, but I appreciate you asking.
My answer is still no. The word still, it signals you heard the second request. And it's the same answer.
No new explanation. Same boundary. Said with calm.
And I appreciate you asking keeps it warm. You're not angry, just clear.
Maybe you know this feeling. Someone keeps pushing, and you keep explaining, and the more you explain, the more they push.
Okay, final section. And this might be the most counterintuitive thing we say today.
What is it?
After you say your clean, clear, confident thing, stop talking.
Just stop.
Because the urge, especially for over-explainers, is to fill the silence after.
And that silence feels uncomfortable. Almost dangerous.
So you fill it. I just think that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, I just feel like maybe...
And you've just undone the clean, clear thing you said.
Silence after a statement is powerful. It signals I said what I meant. I don't need to add anything. I'm comfortable with that.
And in American culture, people who are comfortable with silence after saying something they read as confident, as authoritative.
Authoritative, having clear authority and confidence. Speaking in a way people listen to.
And the over-explainer filling every silence they read as uncertain, as needing approval.
Even if the content of what they're saying is exactly right.
The delivery undoes the message.
So practice this. Say the clean thing. And then count to 3 silently.
3 seconds of silence. Let the statement land.
Let it exist without being immediately buried in explanation.
3 seconds feels like forever when you're nervous. But for the listener, it sounds like confidence.
Say it. Let it land. Trust it.
Can I say something about where I think this over-explaining habit really comes from?
Please.
I think for a lot of people, especially people who moved to a new country, learned a new language, built a new life in an unfamiliar place, over-explaining is a survival strategy.
A survival strategy?
Yes. When you're new somewhere, when you're not sure if people understand you or respect you, you give more. More explanation. More justification. More evidence that you deserve to take up space.
Oh, that's really deep.
And it makes complete sense. In a new environment, in a new language, you feel like you have to prove your place. Every time.
So the over-explaining isn't insecurity exactly. It's a very reasonable response to an uncertain situation.
Exactly. But here's what happens over time. The situation changes. You build your life. You find your footing. You become part of this place.
But the habit stays.
The habit stays. Because habits outlive the situations that created them.
So you're still explaining yourself to a world that no longer requires the explanation.
And you're exhausting yourself. Performing justification for a verdict that was settled long ago.
How do you let the habit go?
1 clear sentence at a time. Every time you choose the clean version instead of the long version, you're telling yourself, I'm allowed to take up space. Without explaining why.
Remember this. You don't need permission to take up space. You only need to stop asking for it.
Stop explaining. Start trusting. Your presence is enough. Okay, everyone. Word tour time.
8 words from today.
Word 1 valid. Acceptable, justified, having a legitimate basis.
Example 1. Your feelings are completely valid. You don't need to justify them to anyone.
Example 2. She raised a valid point in the meeting. Everyone stopped to consider it.
Valid is a powerful word. When you call something valid, you're giving it authority.
Word 2 self-diminishing. Making yourself seem smaller or less significant than you are.
Example 1, constantly apologizing before asking questions, is self-diminishing. It frames your needs as a burden.
Example 2, he had a self-diminishing habit of adding, I might be wrong, but before every idea.
Notice when you self-diminish. Then stop. Say the thing without the apology.
Word 3 acknowledgement. Recognizing and accepting someone's experience or feelings.
Example 1, she didn't need solutions, she needed acknowledgement. Just someone to say, I hear you.
Example 2, the first step in any difficult conversation is acknowledgement before explanation, before defense.
Acknowledge first. Explain second. This order matters.
Word 4 concise. Using few words to express something clearly and effectively.
Example 1, the most respected communicators are the most concise. They say exactly what they mean. And stop.
Example 2, keep your email concise. No one reads a 10-paragraph work email fully.
Concise is a skill. And like all skills, it can be practiced.
Word 5 authoritative. Speaking with clear confidence and authority. In a way that people listen to.
Example 1, she didn't raise her voice, but she sounded authoritative. Everyone listened.
Example 2, speaking concisely with silence after your point comes across as authoritative in most professional settings.
Authoritative is not aggressive. It's confident. There's a big difference.
Word 6 spiral. A continuously worsening pattern. Getting more complicated with each turn.
Example 1. The argument turned into an explanation spiral. Each justification led to another argument.
Example 2, once overthinking starts, it can spiral quickly. One worry leads to 10.
Notice when you're in a spiral. Name it and choose to exit.
Word 7 footing. A stable position or base. Feeling established and secure.
Example 1, after 2 years in the U.S., she finally found her footing. She knew the culture, the rhythms, the language.
Example 2, it takes time to find your footing in a new job. Be patient with yourself.
Finding your footing is a process, not an event.
Word 8, sit this one out. To choose not to participate in a particular situation or event.
Example 1, I'm going to sit this one out. It's been a long week and I need to rest.
Example 2, she decided to sit this round out and join the next game instead.
Sit this one out. Warm, clear, American, perfect for when you want to decline without a long explanation.
One thing this week. Just one.
What is it?
Every time you're about to give a long explanation for a simple decision, stop yourself.
And say the short version instead.
If you can say it in one sentence, say it in one sentence.
If you can say it in 2 words, say it in 2 words.
And then be quiet. Count to 3. Let it land.
Here's your sentence template.
That doesn't work for me, but thank you for asking.
Say it with us. That doesn't work for me, but thank you for asking.
Again, confident. No explanation.
That doesn't work for me, but thank you for asking.
Practice it. Out loud. With your real situations. Your real decisions.
Because every time you say the clean version you're teaching yourself and others, I mean what I say. And I say only what I mean.
Comment, challenge.
Today's question.
What is one situation where you tend to over-explain? At work? With family? When saying no?
Write in the comments, I tend to over-explain when. This week, I'm going to try instead.
In English. Even one sentence.
Because naming the habit is the first step to changing it.
We read every single comment. Every one.
Please give this a like. It helps more people find us on YouTube.
And subscribe to Speak Unstoppable. New episodes every single day. Real English. Real confidence. For you.
Thank you for being here today.
You don't need permission to take up space.
Stop explaining.
Start trusting.
Your presence is enough.
Bye, everyone.